Howdy bike lovers. Well, today we are going to do something different but kind of the same, and it's going to be epic because we want to tell you guys about our plans for winter. Plans are that we are going to travel around the South Island of New Zealand and show you guys some really cool spots that you can ride your bike. So first of all, what we want to do is show you what we've been working on in the last few months, getting sorted so that we can do this, is our new camper van, and that is in the background behind us there, and we are going to show you all the different things that we've done to the van to make it work for a cycling trip in the wintertime. Okay bike lovers, so this is the back of the van and some of the changes that we've made to the van. So when we bought this van, it wasn't equipped properly for mountain biking particularly. It certainly had all the bits and pieces like a sink and a bed and a cooker and a wee fridge, which we'll show you shortly. But what we've done here is the bed used to be down around this level here, and obviously the bikes wouldn't have fitted in if we left it at that level, so we've changed the height of the bed. So it's not a high top van or anything like that, but we don't mind having that distance there to sleep in. It's only a sleeping spot, so it's no major. We will be putting in another vent closer to our heads so that that becomes a little bit more ventilated, because it is a relatively tight space up there. We'll show you more on that from the inside later on, but for now we've got a few bits and pieces here. We have organised a califont, which is this one here. I'm going to pull that out now. Got all the hoses just attached up there nicely while we're not using it, and then pull that out. Bring the handle up and hook it in, and there's our hot shower. So you might say, well, hang on a minute, you don't want to be showering outside, and sure enough, we've got an answer for that as well. We have got this crafty little tent here that we can undo, just like that, pull out these arms. Now I haven't done this much, so bear with me while I work it out. Oh, there we go, something's happening here, and there, and there, and there, and got this clip here, and just like that we have a shower cubicle. Put this here. We've also got a bracket for this to hang on, which once you're in the shower you hook it on there and it sits there like that, on off from here. Nice warm shower, easy. So it's a nice big shower inside there. We've also got a nice rubber mat to put down on areas like this so we're not getting muddy feet while we're having a shower. So I'm just going to show you guys how to get the bikes in and out of here now. So we've got these Phillips brackets here for you take the front wheel out and undo the thread, just like when you're undoing the wheel. Pull out your wheel axle. We've made it pretty much maximised our space, so we've made it pretty tight, and it's not incredibly easy to do this, but the wheels go in and out through there, and then we have to turn the handlebars here and slide the drawer out to get our bikes out. Second wheel on this side, and then Barbara's bike comes out first, like so, and then obviously put the wheels on. Our bike's a bit dirty because we've been using them.
And so we have another drawer here that we can pull out as well. Got those little clips down the bottom. We can put some mountain bike gear, shoes and stuff in there. And another area there, Paul might put some hooks there, so for our helmets and tools. And then we've got a cricket set there and some more storage through the back. Got a table up there for the outside and some outdoor rugs. and our camp chairs, which we'll put out once we put our awning out on the side of the van.
Can you see another dog? Yes, is there another dog over there? Another dog. It's a wee doggy. Like I said before, we've made quite a lot of adjustments to this camper. We bought it as a camper. You could drive away in it and go camping straight away. We've converted quite a few things, so we're about to show you what we converted. We've added this secret cupboard because the gas cooker used to be on the bench up here, and the fridge used to be in a drawer down here, which was heavy and hard to get the drawer in and out, and you use a fridge more than you use a gas cooker. So we've got the gas cooker installed into this area here now, and still possibly some modifications to happen here because we're going to be cooking outside obviously. If there's wind and stuff, we may need a windshield, so I might add in a metal windshield in there to give us a bit of wind protection, and a bit for breadboards, cheese grater, and bits and pieces in there. That means that we've taken the fridge out of this area here and added it into the bench. So we've got a horizontal fridge, not a vertical, not an upright fridge, and that means that we can get all our milk and bits and pieces in here. Even got an ice tray in there, pretty handy. The fridge and the lighting, which is strip lighting, which runs all the way around the top here, is all run from an inverter, and we have increased the size of the inverter. We've got all our electrics and bits and pieces. That there is obviously our water that runs off to the shower. I'll show you in here soon. We've got our battery and our 2000 watt inverter, which is very powerful, way over the top for your average camper, but we've got e-bikes, you know, so we need to have that sort of power. We also have a coffee machine, so that's a big part of our morning, is like to have a proper coffee. So that coffee machine runs off that 2000 watt inverter, no problem whatsoever. Cushion back up there. Obviously it's quite tight in here at the moment, but all we need to do to give ourselves a bit of room during the day, especially if it's raining or something like that, is undo this here, lift it up, push it forward, and that gives us all this room here. We've increased the length of this table because that's where the back wheels of our bikes are now, so we had to build this box out, which meant we lost these cupboards here, and I'll show you how I've dealt with that later on. But this table here, we've increased the length of that table so that we can sit here. Barbara can be on that side with her chair, and I can have my editing stuff here with the laptop, etc. We have normal plugs that I can run the laptop and chargers and everything off there, and water pump, and to turn the inverter on and off here. Very handy. Put the table away. Now, because we built this box out so the back wheels of the bikes can fit in, we made this pantry to use the space where those cupboards used to be. So it's not full at the moment because we're not leaving yet, but we won't be too far away before we can show you some more videos while we're camping in our camper van, and that'll be all stocked up. So I just wanted to show you guys what this camper came with. It came with this very authentic tap. We have changed that now to just a single tap, on off, easy operation. If we were living in here, this coffee machine would be sitting here like that, plugged in down there, easy. Cut some bits and pieces up here. Down in here we have a few of the behind the scenes workings, so we can get the camera right in there and see that one at the back there. Yeah, that one out the back there is for our grey water, and we can easily empty that because see that it's raised up compared to the other ones. Underneath that there's a tap and a hose that comes out, and we can just turn that on and off when we're at a grey water dumping station. And these two here are for fresh water, so you can switch this from here to here. And up in here I've installed this pump. So this pump has two taps on it. Currently the one to the shower is open, but you can easily just rotate that. That makes the sink open, and close that, closes the shower one. That means that you don't have to charge the pipes full of water to use either or. It's just much easier to charge part of the system rather than the whole system. And you can run them both off, either or, whatever works. That pump, very, very cheap off AliExpress for about $45 or something like that. very handy and works very, very well. It runs without priming, so you don't need water in it to make it start working. And it also stops when you stop the tap. So if I was to turn the tap on and run some water by flicking the pump on, the pump's running now, but it stops until I start using water, and then the pump goes, and then the pump stops again. So very handy. And flip that off. So that's the fairy lights up the top there. Fairy lights, that lights the whole van basically. Nice lighting, nothing too invasive. We have down here all our cupboard storage for our rubbish and fire spray bits and pieces in there. Next one up, the hinges on these ones are a bit too free, so we stuck that catch on there as well to stop it from flying open while we're driving. Plates, pots and pans and bits and pieces. These things come out when we're actually camping in it. And then you just your typical knife and fork drawer. And just used up a bit of the space when we shipped things around, pots and pans and bits and pieces like that. And then up the top here we have even more storage. This is quite a cold space, so we don't store too many good things in here, crazy things. We've got a bit of a waterproof bucket, a couple of waterproof buckets and things in there that we can put stuff in. Doormat, blankets, window screen covers, sunny hot days or night time, things like that, and some of the solar panel wiring. Okay, we're in the cab and we just wanted to show you the only thing that we've changed in the cab really is we've opened up a hole here so that we can see through. Barbara likes to have everything flowy and open, and also we have changed the radio. This radio is CarPlay or Android, either or. So we ordered this from AliExpress and that was $97. I'll put some links in the description so that you can click on them and find these products, because I've had 3 or 4 of these in different vehicles now and they work perfectly. So really great things. There you go, you know, a bit of a music choice now. Also has maps and all that sort of stuff. And what we will be doing is traveling around the countryside shortly around the South Island and using this map and showing you whereabouts we are. It's going to be fun. We're nearly finished. Couple of last things that I want to show you is this awning that we got off a place called Trade Tested in New Zealand, and this just easily folds in and out like this. We don't need any legs on it to hold it up. It's fully self-supporting. You can roll it out to whatever distance you like, and that gives us some shade from the high noon sun really, or even a bit of shade there now that I'm getting even in the winter sun, so that's pretty good.
And from the rain.
Yeah, and from the rain, and also from the cooking, because obviously this is going to come out and we're going to be cooking on here, so it's going to be nice to be able to stand under that while we're cooking. Now as I said, we're going to head off soon on our journey around the South Island, and this van is fully insulated, but it doesn't have a heater. So fully wool insulation all through the walls and ceiling, which will keep us nice and toasty. We're born and bred southerners. We don't feel the cold as much as the people from up north. So we're going to be kind of relying on that a little bit. But also we have good old trusty hot water bottles. Okay, so I'd love it if you could like and subscribe. You can use that code there just to scan and go straight to the subscribe area, but also there should be a thing down in the bottom corner, you can click on that and subscribe as well. But a few other little things. We've got this ladder here, which is great for access to the roof to clean the solar panel. Quite important to clean the solar panel, especially during winter time when there's not a huge amount of sun and you need maximum gain for your battery. What I will do is put a link at the end of the screen that you can click on, and you'll see one of our adventures. We did some test adventures in this van so that we could work out what we needed before we do this big trip that's coming up. So if you click on that link, you'll see our trip to Naseby that we did. It would be great if you could go and have a look at those and see some other adventures that we've done around the countryside.
Paul and I will take turns at filming and narration.
So guys, this is where we live.
And if you ever come down here, look us up, come for a visit, and we can take you for a bike ride or a paddleboard or a wing or a windsurf. Where's the other stick for the dog?